Hello everyone, welcome to OnyxEarth Tarot. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. So today's pick a card reading is going to be the next time they see you. And again, it's going to be an 18+ reading because we touch on sexual themes. It's not an overly sexual reading. I think there was a pile where it didn't really come through, but we touch on that where it's available. We don't force things here. So I want to say that the general structure of the readings that I did for this pick a card reading was I did the 3 or 4, depending on the pile you picked, tarot cards. I took a break and then I grabbed those astrology based oracle decks, and then after that I did a live shuffle for messages from spirit regarding the connection, what you need to hear in general, just general messages from spirit. Now, what I also did before filming this intro, I was excited. I don't know why. I have like my energy's all over the place for this reading. So maybe that's the energy that you all are in. I'm even like short of breath. My mouth is a little dry, so please bear with me. But I randomly decided that I was going to do a bonus pick a card reading at the end. It's just short, general messages from spirit. I put the crystals out so that you can select them after this part, and after that you just pick your pile. It could be 1, 2, 3 similar to this. Anyone, like if you pick this pile 1 and pile 3 there, it's fine. Just take it as it resonates. It's just a bonus reading. And my battery is dying, so I have to wrap it up, but we're going to do this as we always do. 1, 2, 3 from left to right. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. Okay, pile 1. So the next time this person sees you, what we're going to do is we're going to try to see if we can see the overall situation the next time they see you. We're going to look to see how they're acting, how they're behaving. We're going to see possibly their thoughts and any sexual energy that comes through. This is an 18+ reading just because I never know what's going to come up. And usually adult themes do pop up here. So I'm going to say that even as I was shuffling for pile 1, like this person's really excited. They cannot wait until the next time they see you. So there is some anticipation here. Okay, so this person's anticipating it. You're probably anticipating it as well. That's why you're looking at this pick a card reading. So let's just start. So at the left you have the moon card. With the moon here, one of you has a very elusive energy the next time this person sees you. So it's feeling like it's a situation where one of you is almost kind of trying to catch up to the other, right? Like waiting for an appropriate time to see the other person with that 7 of Pentacles there. And because the 5 of Wands is very active energy, like it's all over the place, it's very busy, like everything and everyone is likely coming at one of you at once. Like I say one of you at once, but like whoever's in that really busy energy, like everything is coming at you at once. So yeah, definitely one or both of you is in that energy the next time they see you. There's also here a very like a deep sense of longing radiating from the pile, and I'll explore that in a second. But whatever the environment is that they'll see you next, like they'll either see you or simply hear that you're around before they get to interact with you, right? Like this 3 card combo here, it indicates a delay. So if you're at the same event, like you won't get to interact with this person until the end or near the end of it. That's what I see here. Or if you two made scheduled plans, like one or both of you may be late or need to push it back. Okay, like it feels like at least one of you is waiting with that 7 of Pentacles, maybe even waiting for a few hours. This encounter is definitely going to be towards the end of the day. Like it's going to be later in the day, in the evening, because you have the moon card here, and that Seven of Pentacles energy, it's the energy of a harvest, right? Like harvest happens in the fall. It's ending energy. So it's like, it feels like wrapping up the day, waiting for the seeds you planted this morning to mature or finish, right? So that's why I'm feeling like it's the evening or the nighttime. That's really detailed. I don't know if I'm going to get that for every pile, but we're getting like a time frame of day here with pile one. Yeah, so the moon here, traditionally it is ruled by that moon card, not the moon overall, but the moon card is, depending on how you read it, that's Pisces or Cancer energy. Again, depends on how you read it. I typically read it as both, just depends on what's coming through in the pile. But those energies combined with the traditional meaning of that card, it's like this person's all mysterious and secretive for some reason. Like their approach to interacting with you is very subtle. Like you might not catch on to some of the things they say and do, like the implications, until you think back on the interaction. So this card is almost like them hoping you'll subconsciously catch on or intuitively catch on to whatever they're saying, whatever they're doing. And with this card, regardless of how awkward they come across, it's like they're trying to connect with you emotionally on a deeper level. Like whatever they're doing, even if it comes off in a different way, like that's what they're attempting to do. I know that's funny. But the Seven of Pentacles says that they're really trying to play it cool, right? They're really anxious and nervous with that Five of Wands. And that Seven of Pentacles makes me feel like this person is just by nature a smooth, graceful, possibly poised person. So like you'll notice a slight fidget in their actions that may not usually be there, and that's how you'll know what I'm talking about in this anxiety. Like this person's very smoothly this person's very smooth with their words and like even with their voice, but notice the next time you see them, like they may not be able to sit or stand still, like they're nervous. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it feels like they're nervous to be around you, but like the moon and the harvest, it shows that they like it. Okay, so I'm getting an energy coming through that's slightly odd. Like that combination shows that they have some sort of realization or revelation that they're wanting to share with you, but they're waiting for you to also have that same revelation or realization. And they're really nervous about you having that revelation for whatever reason. But I'm seeing, because the only major arcana card you have here is the moon, it will likely be something regarding intuition and emotions, like some sort of illusion being lifted, something becoming clearer. Like, and honestly, with that Seven of Pentacles there, it just feels like whatever it is, it's been a long time coming. And with this revelation being a long time coming, like I'm seeing this creating a shift in the connection. Like it could be a shift in this person's life, a shift in this person's perspective. Like it doesn't necessarily just have to be the connection only, but it's going to be a shift. Lots of shifts, lots of actions, like as a result of this knowledge, I guess. And it's going to result in that Five of Wands energy. So, and with that Five of Wands being kind of like very active, almost chaotic energy, it's going to take some time for that to settle, right? Because of that being the ending of this spread. So honestly, it just looks like you both are really in a transitional phase of life, and this connection as well because of that. So and again, these transitions have been a long time coming. Like there's probably been lots of denial on both ends over time, whether regarding the connection or just regarding your life, their life, right? So I'm feeling like most of you in this pile one, have really known this person for a while, right? Because the moon is established energy. The Seven of Pentacles, that's established energy, right? A harvest. Even at Chaos and the Five of Wands, it is established energy, because that card traditionally is some sort of competition happening there. And you compete for things of value. And in my mind, value is an established concept, right? Value, things that we associate with value, that's familiar energy. So if this is a new person, right, or a fairly new connection, these revelations, the things to be addressed, are going to be related to the past and past connections, right? Things this person is realizing they carried over to you and you carried over to them, that your connection appears to be mimicking past situations. That's what I'm seeing if this is a newer situation. Now, all of you here, this person's kind of waiting to feel you out. Like, that's probably why they're so eager to see you. Like, they're waiting to feel you out, and they aren't feeling very direct the next time they see you. Like, they're waiting almost for your move. Okay? Like, I'm hearing like their general thoughts are very chaotic in that what are they thinking? What are they feeling? Like, in reference to you, right? All of those traditional pick a card questions that you see on YouTube. This person may even be watching pick a card readings. So the Seven of Pentacles also shows there's a lot of thoughts surrounding timing. It's likely why this person's very subtle in their actions the next time they see you. Like, they're wondering about the right time and just general timelines regarding this connection. So, side note, like it may be related, but it is a side note. Those of you that are actively, that word is important, actively, not seeking out, not asking about somebody that's with somebody else that you're not with, but if you are actively engaged in a third party situation, it looks like you could be revealed soon. Like, it doesn't have to be by choice. Like, the energy I'm getting related to timing feels almost like a mix-up with who's supposed to be where, when. So be mindful of that. It's giving caught energy. Honestly, it's giving got 'em. So yeah, especially since Pisces and Cancer, that's 12th house, where infidelity could live, and secret affairs. And then, Cancer is the 4th house, that's home and family. So even if it's not like a slip up of appointments, I guess you want to call it, whoever in this connection that's living a double life may intentionally out the connection or make a decision that happens to out the connection soon. Just watch it, because Five of Wands is literally a mess. So just be mindful, those of you in those specific circumstances. Okay, so all of you here, the key thing on this person's mind is timing and trying to feel you out, right? See what your thoughts and feelings are, like, regarding the connection. And there is some sexual energy coming through here, I'm not gonna lie. So like sexually, the next time you see this person, they're gonna kind of be thinking of all the ways that they can have you. And it's probably what I think I touched on, like a longing energy coming through. It's probably what it is. It's probably like some strong desire, some energy of wanting you right then and there, but knowing they have to be patient. So the moon feels very private, like this person will be thinking of ways to create an intimate setting, right? An intimate setting that's going to allow them to enjoy you sexually. It feels like a comfortable setting where they can go as deep as they want to go with you. There may be a point in the interaction where this person seems far away. That's them having slipped into a sexual or lustful daydream, right? like that's what's happening. Like they may go into a daze a bit, like slip for just a second, because the moon is like dreams and illusions again, that Pisces energy outside of just being Cancer. So yeah. And it's funny because I like sometimes the things I see intuitively as I combine like my intuitive reads with the traditional reads of the tarot cards. Sometimes I'm like, where did you get that from? I'm thinking that to myself, but for whatever reason, I'm looking at the moon and I'm looking at the Seven of Pentacles. And it feels like you have full features, pile one, and this person you're asking about really likes to admire them. Like that's what I feel from those two cards. Oh, and I'm actually channeling a song. It's called Flood. So I'm going to link that in the description box. And I think what I'm going to try to do is put 2 songs with each pile, just because you know, variety and such. So if I don't get a second song by the end of the pile, I'll just shuffle my favorites and see what comes up. So back to this person. The energy this person is giving is very patient, very enduring, and very passionate when it comes to sex. It's like if you look at those cards, the water in the moon card, and then you look at the flames in the Five of Wands, it's like fire and water coming together at the center to harvest in the physical, because again, Pentacles, that's earth, right? 3D energy. And this person's wanting a deeply spiritual, like emotionally intense, transformational, like that's the words I'm hearing. Like that's what they think of when they think of sexual experiences with you. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna break and I'm gonna get those astrology based decks that I like. Stay posted, because after I do that, I think I'm gonna pull live some oracle cards. Okay, and I'm back, pile one, with your astrology based oracle cards. And it's hilarious because I was shuffling the first one, and you see that is the Inspirer Aries. And when that one came out, I was like, y'all love these Aries placements, because I see the Aries card come out. Like it comes out a lot in my readings. And as soon as I said that, I was shuffling the other deck, and then that was the first card that came from the second deck. So it was like confirmation that y'all really like these Aries placements. And just even if that's not in astrology, like in their charts, that's just their personality. So y'all really like those dominant types. So like again, like I said, it could be Aries placements, or it could just be that you're dealing with, like I said, a dominant directed, action oriented person. And honestly, because you have that Seven of Pentacles there, this person feels very results oriented as well. Because also you have House 6, which is very detail oriented energy. Which is funny, because I feel the next time this person sees you, the energy they'll give off almost contradicts the energy of their personality based on these cards. So it feels like they'll be acting out of character. So you'll know something's up. So I'm being called to share this with you, and I don't know why, so I'm just going to give it to you. Here you go. Just remember that the shadow aspects of Aries placements, or Aries dominant people, just for people that behave in that energy, it's to be kind of self-centered and self-serving to some degree. So just be mindful of that. I think I mentioned some sort of a shift earlier. I don't remember, because I channel the messages, I interpret, and then I just kind of let it go so I can get the next messages. I don't know how or why. I don't know what changed, but the next time they see you, things will be different. Okay, that's all of that action with the Five of Wands. It does complement that Aries energy, but because you have that last card, the end of a tough cycle approaches, that full moon in Capricorn, it feels like a karmic cycle of some kind will close. And it doesn't have to be involving another person. It could simply be circumstances. I know sometimes we say a karmic cycle and people are talking about like a third party situation. It's not always that. Sometimes that third party situation is strictly circumstances. It's not another person. So this combination, these astrology based cards, it feels like some of you haven't seen this person in a while, and when you see them, you're going to be surprised that they've been kind of working on their fitness, working on their wellness, because you have Aries as action, activity, motivation. Then you have 6th house of routine, health, wellness, and diet. And those are leading into the end of a tough cycle approaches. And the Capricorn energy is of lessons and pushing through situations that are hard, right? Like the card indicates. So they may have just finished the diet at the point in which you see them, like the next time you see them. Or this could be you. You may be finishing some sort of diet the next time you see this person. But also, I want to say, I was talking earlier about some sort of revelation. I remember that part because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's also a cardinal sign, which is introductory, initiation, energy, the start of something. And I said Cancer earlier, which is also a cardinal sign, as is Capricorn, which closes out this spread. So it just, something's definitely shifting in that way that I talked about. And like that revelation, something's coming out, something's being introduced into the connection. So that's exciting and it's very interesting. Like it feels exciting. So like I said, the person's antsy and excited to see you. So I don't think it's bad. It's just nerve-wracking. That's how it's coming across energetically. With the inspire and the end of a tough cycle approaches, it's like one of you may have come up with a solution to an issue that's been plaguing the other, or even just the connection as a whole. And it feels like this person, this is sexual energy, by the way, this coming through is like, it feels like this person views sex from a perspective of wellness, of healing. So they're very active in that regard. I'm not saying they're out having sex with everyone. I'm not saying they're having so much sex right now, but it is giving Energizer Bunny when they are sexually active, especially at the end of a rough day. It's like if they're having a rough day, that's what they're thinking about, being able to have sex to release that energy. So that is what you're dealing with, Pile One. Hopefully this resonated. If it did, please. Oh, wait. No. I see this deck and I want to use this deck. And I did mention using this deck. I almost wrapped it up too soon. And that may be relevant to your connection. So I'm going to pull some oracle cards just to see. I don't know if I'm going to take 1, 2, or 3, but we'll try it out. Get you some advice, just some general messages from spirit. It may be relevant to the connection. It may just be information that you need. I'm just going to take what comes out and refill. So you have the squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. And then you have hawk spirit, let spirit be your guide. And then you have elephant spirit, learn from the past, in reverse. So it feels like this pile is almost having issues with direction, and issues having faith within yourself, because obviously you have believe in yourself and let spirit be your guide, but that just, it's very clear that that's some issues trusting your intuition. And then you have the moon card there with learning from the past being in reverse. That feels like a warning. It feels like a warning, but it also feels like just some stuck energy. So it's almost like you're resistant to moving forward. So don't be that way. That's not good. But also there's something from the past that you're ignoring. So in you not wanting to face the past, you're repeating cycles, right? Like it with let spirit be your guide and believe in yourself, you're repeating cycles because instead of reflecting on the past and learning from it, you're kind of just pretending that it didn't happen. You're just not acknowledging that energy, which again, it's dangerous for your future because you end up repeating cycles. You end up in situations that are exactly the same as what you were in previously, right? You're pushing forward, but you don't seem to get ahead. That's why, because you're not healing from past issues. You're not addressing past issues you have, whether that's in this connection, past connections, just past energies within yourself that you need to heal from. And I'm also, you need to move with more certainty. Like if you're sure about something, if you feel certain in something, you have to trust that that is the right decision, the right move, the right feeling coming from you. So maybe you kind of overemphasize messages from spirit a lot. Like maybe you seek out pick a card readings a lot. Maybe you seek out intuitive reads from other sources a lot versus your own energy, right? Like you may be the type to watch this general reading and adjust your actions based on that, even though you felt you should have moved one way. I may say move another, and even if it doesn't resonate, you're going to do that because you're not trusting your own instincts, your own intuition, right? So just, again, take these messages and apply them and just, again, believe in yourself more. Let spirit be your guide. Let your own intuition be your guide. And don't be afraid to learn from your past. Like, don't be resistant to that change. Don't be resistant to that growth, okay? So that is all I have for you now, Pile 1. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, Pile 2, the next time they see you, I'm going to remind everyone that this is a 18 plus pick a card reading. There's too many adult themes, specifically of sexual nature, that's how it has to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with these 3 tarot cards. Then I'm going to break. We're going to go into those astrology-based oracle cards that I like. And then I'm going to pull some general messages from spirit regarding the connection, what you need to know, whatever comes out, that's what we're going to take, okay? And we are attempting to channel songs today. If we do not channel songs, we will shuffle at the end of the pile. So, and not live, obviously, because we can't do that on YouTube. So I'll just put it in the description box below, and if you're interested, that's where it'll be. So this pile is even more antsy than the first one. I don't know what's going on, but this person's ready to go, pile 2. It just, like, if you look at the 3 cards, you have all of this fire and the 6 of Pentacles. So just whatever the situation is, this person wants their share. They want what's owed to them. I sometimes read the 6 of Pentacles as someone kind of someone basically wanting to get what's owed to them, and that's coming through here in a very odd way. You know your situation, pile 2, so is this an ultimatum? Because it feels like it might be. So there's an energy of we can build together with that 2 of Wands, or I can go where I can get what I'm not getting in this situation with that 6 of Pentacles. And this energy is coming in quickly too with the Eight of Wands. So I don't know if this is you or if this is your person, pile 2. It's just looking like all of a sudden this person's looking to find another situation where they feel their needs are met, where they feel more invested in or supported. So if this energy feels weird, just remember that this energy doesn't have to be directly related to the connection. Like the ultimatum may not be towards the relationship. It could be related to any area of your life or their life, right? Okay, so I am channeling a song. It's called How Bad Do You Want It? I'm gonna link it. I'm gonna find it and link it. But yeah, this it just feels like, like I said, it doesn't have to be directly related to the connection. This is just the energy floating around the next time you two see one another. Especially if this is their energy and not yours. The next time you see this person, they may be talking about their plans, what they're gonna do. If you notice, there's no swords here, so they've already thought about it, they've already thought it through. They're done thinking about it. And then there's also no cups. Like, this isn't an emotional decision. This isn't about feelings. This person's ready to act, to move, to build. Like, they're ready to go. Yeah, this person's really active. Like, they're not disorganized in any way. Like, they're very organized, but the energy is so, like, all over the place implies that it's disorganized. And it's not. It's just speedy. It's very fast. Like, I don't know what your person is going through, pile 2, but they just feel fed up. So the next time you see them, they may be venting, even if it isn't about you or your connection. So one of you with these cards here may ask the other one for help. I'm reading it from the perspective of your person. So again, this is a general reading. It may be you needing the help, but I'm going to read as though your person needs help. So one of you, like, you may offer assistance to this person with the Six of Pentacles. Specifically, towards the end of the interaction, that the next time you see them, it'll be towards the end of that encounter. You may offer up some help regarding this situation they seem to be fed up with. Some of you, I'm seeing specifically that they may come in quickly with a plan. Like Eight of Wands, Two of Wands, and you're like, okay, this is how I can help you. Or like this person has this fiery vision and you're like, okay, well, this is how you implement it physically. Like, this is how you go about it in real life. So it feels like you two are almost creating some sort of strategy together, creating some sort of a plan. But what I'm gonna do, I know it's fairly early in the reading, but I'm just gonna break and get those astrology based decks just so I can see what's going on and what's happening with this energy, because it is quick and it is hot. Okay, let me see what that is. Okay, pile 2, we are back with these astrology based cards, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm excited that I did that because it makes a little more sense now. So with the first card, you have Cancer, the nurturer. It's looking like one of you definitely will be a source of or are going to be offering support to the other. I'm feeling like it's your person that you're going to be offering support to. So maybe that's the reason for the whole encounter. Like the next time you see them, it might be a situation where they're like, hey, can I talk to you about such, or can you help me with such? But honestly, I'm not gonna lie, if you thought of picking pile 1, I don't really remember pile 1, but I just feel like you should go ahead and pick pile 1 if you were thinking about it. If not, it's okay, just stay where you are. But that thing of getting what's old back, like getting what you're due, like it's backed up with that fairness energy. coming in with the new moon of Libra, right? I know that's a romantic card. It says a new romantic cycle begins, and that is relevant. I'll touch on that in a second. But right now, we're going to just talk about what Libra means just in general. So that sign, the sign of Libra, it typically rules the Justice card in tarot, which represents balance and just things balancing out in the way that they're meant to, in a fair and just way. That's why you have the scales on there, because that's how Libra is typically represented in astrology as well. So I like this. Whoever the nurturer is in this situation, like whoever the giver is in that Six of Pentacles, the person that's nurturing the other person's fiery energy, concepts, passion, being supportive and helpful is going to ignite more fire, more passion from the one who needs support towards that person that's in a nurturing role in this situation. That's why this energy is so relevant to the connection and the next time they see you. Because the nurturer is going to really establish a foundation of loyalty and trust that the one needing assistance didn't previously have in the connection. So by the end of the next time you see each other, one or both of you are going to feel a little more supported, more nurtured, and valued by the other in a new way after that encounter, right? I'm seeing the connection is going to deepen as a result. Like it just is. You'll be a little closer because of that trust that's been established. If you aren't already in an established romantic connection with this person, the next time they see you will either be the start of a romantic connection, or it's going to set up that possibility for the future. Like if it wasn't previously an option, after this help, this assistance, this nurturing, that's going to be a possibility going forward. Like it may be like a shift in the dynamic of the connection. So yeah, there's definitely some themes of trust here, like heavy themes of trust. Cancer being ruled by the moon, like a level of care is established. So the emotional side of your connection is going to deepen. Confidence in the connection, it's going to deepen. Like if you look at that imagery on the fire card in the middle, the bottom, the oracle card, like it's the flying heart, and it's someone freely allowing themselves to go deeper into this connection. It's very optimistic, you know, especially leading into a new romantic cycle begins. I love that it's the new moon in Libra, because it's like a new energy of balance, a new energy of fairness with those seventh house themes, because that's ruled by Libra. It could be related to partnerships, contracts, legalities, business deals. It could simply be your romantic connection. Like I said, I'm listing all of these other areas out because those are not as obvious as it could be an ultimatum in your relationship, or you know, like a shift in the dynamic. Again, business deals, partnerships, contracts, legalities, all of those things are also ruled by the seventh house in Libra. Just general fairness, right? So it could be related to that, especially since you have the Two of Wands. And then Cancer is fourth house energy of home, ancestry, roots, family. So it could be related to any of those things as well, in conjunction with those seventh house themes. So it could be related to an established home, right? A foundation, a contract or business deal or partnership involving your foundation or home or theirs, right? Because they're coming to you in most cases. So it's just really showing that one of you will really step up and show you care. So if you've been waiting for a commitment or marriage, it's coming. Not necessarily the next time they see you or the next interaction, but this person is going to realize that there's only so much waiting and that they're going to have to step up. So it'll be the initiation of that energy. If you're in an established connection, I don't know why I can't talk today, and one of you has been stalling in any way, like if you're stalling on having a child, moving in together, merging your finances in some way, anything like that, things are going to become more promising after that next interaction. So I'm going to say that the sexual energy is coming in interesting because a lot of you may be in established connections with the person you're asking about, for whatever reason. It just because it just feels like from a sexual perspective, a lot of you are getting quote unquote lucky soon. So if your next encounter doesn't lead directly to sex, because I'm seeing a lot of you it will, it's going to be very clear that you and this person will have sex soon after that. So some of you, it will be for the first time. That's why you're in this pile, and that's why it's an interesting topic. But it feels like, especially with that Two of Wands, you're both kind of laying the foundation for that to happen. It's not a fantasy-based sexual energy radiating from this pile. It's very active, nurturing, that's the word, right? Like preparation for sex. This person wants you, and they want you as badly as you want them, because I can see it both ways. And in their mind, it's not if, it's when. So this person is sure that they're going to be able to have you sexually soon, especially with that Eight of Wands. Because personally, for me, y'all, like if I'm pulling cards for myself or a situation, just in general life, honestly, if I see the Eight of Wands, like I'm going to see action or clarity regarding whatever I pull cards for as quickly as the next day. Like that's how hot that card is for me personally. And so that's just interesting that it's coming in that way for sex. So but I will say that it's a very balanced sexual energy here. Like it's a both giving and receiving in equal parts energy. So as that manifests, it's fulfilling on both sides. Like each side is getting their needs met. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. So what I'm gonna do, like I talked about, I'm gonna grab this deck. It's called the Spirit Animal Oracle, and I'm gonna shuffle 5 and just get some general messages from Spirit. Again, it could be related to this connection. It could just be guidance towards your life, messages you need right now that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise. So let's just see what we can get for pile 2. And honestly, with my new setup, I haven't like quite mastered it yet. So like I'm in a very awkward position right now trying to shuffle these cards and get these messages. So I got one that jumped. I'm going to grab it in a second, see if maybe I can get a second card to jump. If not, then we'll just take the one that we've gotten because we're not going to force it today. Okay, we've got 2. So you've got the first one is Cat Spirit, claim your independence. Ooh, that's in alignment with the overall message of the pile, especially that first energy coming in. And then you have this third card, okay, I'm going to pull a third one after I do the second one. It's the Lizard Spirit, dream the world into being, which also makes sense. And because I'm saying third card, instead of stopping, I'm going to take a third card. And there it is. We've got make your dreams real. You cannot make this up. Okay, so claim your independence, dream the world into being, make your dreams real. So some of you are not as in tune with your intuition. A lot of you here struggle with that sometimes, and that's just something that takes time to work through and just getting more comfortable with yourself and your spirit and your intuition. But that third card coming out, because I was stopping there, is a double down on that second card, right? Dream the world into being, make your dreams real. So it feels like you and or this person may genuinely be at a phase where you're like, this isn't working, I need to move. So in that being the case, step into your independence. Yeah, accept help from your person, accept help from other people, help them, but know that You have to take the initiative on what it is that you want. Things are not going to just manifest because you wish for them, because you pray for them. You have to act. You have to move. Again, the energy of this pile overall, right? So claim your independence. Do what you need to do personally. Like, yeah, ask for help. But by the time you get to the point where you ask for help or you're offering help to other people, you need a foundation laid. Like, this is what I want to do. Can you help me? That is what has to happen. And dream the world into being and make your dreams real. Like, that's exactly what that means. Take the active measures, take the physical steps required to get where you want to go. Okay, so if you've been thinking about something, if you've been stalling, if you dragging your feet, not sure if you want to make the move you want to make, if you're kind of afraid, you're not sure, this is confirmation that claim your independence, take that first step, dream the world into being, make your dreams real, like start creating the web, right? That's the spider spirit. That's what you need to do. Cats are known for being very subtle in their movements, and to a certain degree lizards as well. Like, think of the things that all three of those animal spirits have in common. So definitely make sure you follow these messages, because it's very direct for you. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it up here, pile 2. If it resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, pile 3, the next time they see you, as always, I've been doing this lately. This is an 18+ reading because we talk about lots of adult and sexual themes here. Even if it's not a directly sexual reading, we talk about sex here. So, I'm gonna say, here's the structure. It's similar to the last reading, and I think I'm gonna keep on that path for a while now. We have the tarot cards we're gonna look at first, then I'm gonna pull those astrology based oracle cards, and then I'm gonna live shuffle for some messages from spirit. So 3 rounds. But I want to say you have 4 cards. It's for a reason. I had to shuffle, and then I had to reshuffle, and then I had to reshuffle because the energy was so confusing for me, pile 3, and I don't like it when that comes through. Normally it's because you're asking a question that is not your business yet, or you're asking for guidance on something that you need to make the decision yourself, or what else? What are the other instances this has happened with me? Sometimes it's just the energy hasn't settled yet, so there's not a clear there's not a clear answer for the question. But just in general, I was feeling a lack of clarity surrounding this pile, so I just had to and that's why you have 4 cards as well. So now we've got it. We've got something. So, like, honestly, look at the T here. So I'm gonna say someone did something that they shouldn't have, and now they're working to get back in the other's good graces. Okay, and I'm wondering if that lack of clarity has something to do with that. If that's going to develop later, we'll just see that, like, because it was really confusing trying to pull for this pile. So again, it could be you, it could be them, whoever did it something wrong. But I will say that in every time that I tried to reshuffle for this pile, because I'm an honest reader, like, I'm not going to act like every time I pull the first pull I know what's going on. That's not realistic. Sometimes it takes time. So every time, all 3 times I had to reshuffle, that 5 of Swords came out. So when it finally came out, I was like, well, we're taking it. We just have to go with it, because that is the energy of this pile. So it's a leading energy of this pile. So whether it's you or this person that did something they shouldn't have, or something that offended the other person, it's like I mean, that's the energy. They're trying to get back into good graces, or you're trying to get back in their good graces, but we're going to read it as though it's them trying to get back into your good graces. You know if you did something to offend this person. So I don't think I need to read it from that perspective. Like, you'll know. Yeah, you'll definitely know. So just, flip it if it's you. But I'm going to read it like it's them. So 5 of Swords, that card that keeps coming out. this person tried to get ahead and ended up like backstabbing you, I guess, for lack of a better term. Like it ended up negatively impacting you or costing you or alienating you in some way. And it looks like it backfired because they didn't benefit either. They also took a loss. So whatever it is that they did, it could be a betrayal of any kind. Remember, these are general messages. So you have the King of Wands here leading into that Three of Cups. And that is this person actively trying to get back into your inner circle, trying to get things good between you two. So they may even be actively reaching out to your friends to feel you out, right? Like, how's Pile 3 doing? Has Pile 3 mentioned me? Like, are they good? Like, you know, did they bounce back from whatever thing happened? Kind of questions, right? And the next time that they see you, it's gonna be them attempting to be quote unquote friends with you. Okay? Like some of you, that's what's gonna happen. Like there's two sets of you, and I'm gonna do the bad group. I'm gonna say bad, negative group first because I think it's important to get that out of the way, and I want those of you that fall into this category to be on high alert. There's also, again, after this group, a second group where it's not as, I guess the word is manipulative, right? So those of you in this first group where this person's very manipulative, it's a negative situation. It's going to be to be quote unquote friends with you, right? But with that Knight of Cups following the Three of Cups, it's really them laying the foundation to pursue you romantically. And honestly, both groups, this applies. It's just the first group, the more negatively based one, it's you just have to watch it, right? Because even if those of you in the second group apply to this, like with the Five of Swords, that King of Wands energy may have acted in a way or made a decision between two people, right? Like they chose someone else over you. Now they realize it was a mistake, or they perceive it as being a mistake. This person may have been simply childish. They may have just played games, didn't take you seriously. Regardless of the specifics, like this person you're asking about, they plan to kind of butter you up, soften you up so they can get in your good graces, to set it up to eventually pursue you romantically, or romantically again if this was a romantic connection in the past. Yeah, I'm getting the vibe that this may be both groups that I'm still talking about. I distinctly feel two groups, but again, there's a lack of clarity with this pile that I don't quite like. Like I'm not as sharp as I normally am regarding it. So I'll see if I can get to the point where I can make a sharp distinction between the two groups. But right now it feels like it may be both. So like either side, you going in, the person's gonna be kind of flirty. Like the next time they see you, like they may they're probably going to try to keep the energy light and enjoyable. Like they'll want you to remember that you like them, right? Very fun, very casual. You have the Three of Cups here, right? Fun situation, interacting with friends, hanging out with friends. So they're not going to want to have serious conversations because there's other people around, right? The next time they see you. And honestly, it's just a really lighthearted situation. Like it's a social gathering, it's a social event. Could just be friends hanging out, or you know, simply you ran into them while doing something fun. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get those astro based cards next and see if I can make that distinction between these two groups I'm picking up on. Okay, right, so now that we have those laid out, and you have a lot, because I'm not gonna lie, I needed the clarity anyway and lots fell out, so I just took them. So the first card you have is Envision. And like this person has plans, like they have a plan, to be in your life. Like they're really trying to insert themselves, especially with preparation. So now I feel like I can see the clear distinction between the two sections. The ones of you that need to watch out for the manipulative person trying to come back, and those of you where it's not that intense, right? So some of you, this first group, this person has not changed or grown in any way. Okay, the next time they see you, they'll be the same person they were when whatever went down, or the last time you interacted with them, right? Like I call it the manipulative group because this person is very much so, and they aren't even willing to address your past issues. Okay, so like you've got envision, preparation, right? The preparation card is the planting moon, right? I think that's the planting. Yep, that's the planting moon. It's like planting seeds, making adjustments, right? Because you have adjustments are required as well. It's all this strategy to get you back, but Pluto, the planet of change and transformation, is in reverse, right? So this person hasn't changed. This person is set in their ways with, especially because you have the answers you need are coming in reverse. That doubles down on it. Like that's probably why the pile was so confusing for me, because there's what that lack of clarity is, because you know, like the answers you need are coming in reverse shows you're not getting that closure. You're not going to address the situation. You're not getting those answers you're seeking, right? And honestly, it's just like I said, with that no clarity, still wishy-washy nature, like that card specifically is Gemini in reverse, right? And then you have Gemini again over to the left in the Spirit de la Lune deck. It's in the middle. Like Gemini being the twins shows that this, and that is the symbol of Gemini, by the way, just in general. That's why you have on the reverse card, you may not see it as well because it's upside down, but there's a set of twins on that card. But it's like this person's extremely two-faced. And in some instance, they seem dedicated to the idea of very specific message, but they seem dedicated to having two romantic partners at the same time. Like for some of you, this person. Yeah, so those of you in this section where this extremely manipulative person is trying to come back, obviously it's very clear that this is the type of person you're dealing with, and you know who this is. Like, there shouldn't be any confusion of whether your person is the manipulative one or not. I feel like everyone selecting this pile, you're like, oh no, that's not like this person. Yeah, they did some wrong things, but like they're not like that. So you know which section you fall in. But those of you not dealing with a person like that, all of this planning, right, and envisioning, like the card says, it's basically because there's a lack of clarity on how they should even approach the topic. Like they aren't avoiding the past. Like they're not avoiding the situation, and they know that it won't go away on its own, right? Because Pluto in reverse, that also shows that they don't want to permanently lose you. So they're kind of treading lightly, right? And then with answers, the answers, what's that card say? I can't even remember. I'm trying to read it upside down and I'm clearly struggling. The answers you need are coming. Yeah, that card in reverse, and the adjustments you need are coming. Y'all, I am like fumbling with my words, and honestly, I'm getting some other energy coming in from that first set, but that's why I'm like fumbling with my words in a way that is very, what's the word I'm looking for? Disturbing. So I'm not gonna forget. I'm gonna go back to that, but I want to get these people who's not dealing with the manipulative one in, and get some of your messages in. So anyway, the answers you need are coming in reverse. Adjustments are required upright. This person that's not manipulative, they just want to go about it the right way, and the next time they see you, it's just definitely not the right time, the right place, because we talked about it being social and fun gathering, right? So part of the issues I'm having with clarity here, with all of this Gemini energy, Gemini rules communication. So this person, the not manipulative one, they want to make sure that they communicate effectively. So don't be surprised if this person tries to set up a future date or future meeting to quote unquote talk the next time you see them, because they're going to have to push that much needed serious conversation later, because again, the current environment is just way too exposed, way too casual, way too fun, social, etc. And also with the Three of Cups and the twins, it feels like, and even that Gemini, because those are twins, Gemini reverse, like it just feels like it's hard to get you alone. Like there's always someone around. Like you may have friends around all the time, friends that are attached to you at your hip, specifically one specific friend that is always around, or it could be this person's friend that's always around, or it could be a literal twin that one of you has that's always around. But it's just kind of difficult to have an intimate conversation that way as well. So I want to also throw out that for whatever reason, twins are a theme here, whatever that means for you. It could be literal twins. It could be two people of a similar nature. Like I said, I think I mentioned like a choice between two people. So maybe a choice between very similar people. Like if this person has a type, you and that other person may have been very similar, or at least they perceived you to be. Yes. Yeah, but obviously the person that's not manipulative, I want to just go ahead and get that out of the way. I know a lot of you like when I touch on the sexual energy, but with all of this stuff going on, sex is not at the forefront of this person's mind. Like especially with Pluto in reverse, that planet rules sex. Given the touchy nature of your relationship right now, they may kind of go out of their way to downplay their sexual attraction with you, because there's so much work to be done in a connection. Okay. Yes. So I'm gonna take this second to go back to that manipulative energy, because like it was coming through a little while ago, but I wanted to finish my point, because all of you here are not dealing with manipulative people. I honestly don't even think half of you are, but the message is just so important for the group of you that are, that I needed to touch on it first and keep going back as things come through. So like those of you that are dealing with that manipulative person, just be mindful of that, because like I started, like I couldn't get my words, I couldn't think, I couldn't get clear. Like I said, it was already a lack of clarity coming into the pile. I don't like the energy. Again, the Three of Cups, I feel like that's kind of a good time card. So like people could be drinking and such. So just be mindful, because even in that energy where I said the non-manipulative ones may like downplay their sexual interest, because they want you to know that they want you to know that basically that they take you seriously. Well, the ones that are playing games, like they may like wait until you start drinking to, make you, your inhibitions are lower and such. So this person may make a move and take advantage of you in a situation where there's alcohol involved or drugs, anything like that. So just be mindful of that, because that Pluto in reverse, that Gemini in reverse, that's a lack of clarity and awareness related to sex specifically. That's the message coming through for those cards. So again, just watch it. You know what type of person you're dealing with, pile 3. And even if you don't, if there's any question, be super vigilant in this person's presence. Okay. So like I said, those of you not dealing with a manipulative person, they're going to downplay their sexual desire for you, not because they're trying to manipulate you, but because it's just not the time for that, right? This person, like I said, they want to make sure you two are on the same page, right? That's another symbol of the twins. And before even allowing their mind to kind of wander towards sex with you, they again want you to know that they take you seriously in the present. So for this person, sex is more of a future concept. Like it's not that the sexual attraction isn't there, it's just you two aren't in that space. So again, those of you dealing with the super manipulative person, just be on guard. Those of you that are inquiring about a person that may have made mistakes in the past, just know that they are genuine. You don't have to move forward with them in any capacity, but just know they feel sorry. So I'm going to take the second to shuffle on camera and get some general messages from Spirit. I didn't channel songs, and that's okay because I'm just gonna shuffle my favorites, and then I'm gonna put it in the description box below. So if you're interested in these channeled songs, your pile did not get those, but you will get shuffled messages from Spirit in the form of songs. So, which I feel like it's the same thing. It really is. I'm surprised when I shuffle the playlist. Sometimes the songs that come out that I don't realize are on my favorites, that I'm like, yep, that's what that pile had. So I dropped a ton of cards. Let me see if I'm gonna take them. No, it's way too many. So we're gonna keep shuffling. And as I said in pile 2, I'm sitting at a very awkward position because I haven't quite mastered my new setup. So shuffling is a struggle. So you should definitely like this video just because of how difficult it is to shuffle at the angle that I'm sitting. So I'm gonna take this card and this card. Ooh. So you've got the Seahorse Spirit, watch and wait. And you have White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. I think those are 2 separate messages. I'm going to take this third card that's spoken out, and this and that are true. Thank you for that confirmation of that statement I just made, Spirit. I think I was saying those are 2 separate messages for the 2 separate groups, and then this and that are true. So watch and wait. When it relates to this person, if you are not sure which group you're in, because a lot of you are not there yet intuitively, watch and wait, observe, be very observant in this person. Now, trust in the magic. I'm going to take a different spin on that meaning, right? People say trust in the magic, trust in the manifestation, trust in how you are creating the world around you. Yes, do that. That's good advice. But as it relates to this connection, trust in the magic means trust in this person's behavior, right? Magic is very active, forward-moving energy. Trust this person as they move, right? So if they are coming at you with a genuine, sincere energy and you can feel it, you can vibe off of that. If you can tell that this person's just on a surface level, if you can tell they're being manipulative, you can tell they're being phony, roll with that energy, right? Observe them, watch and wait. This and that are true. Okay? So some of you may be dealing with a hybrid. Because like I said, I've said in past readings, when I break out these scenarios, these intense energies as they hit me, I break them out for clarity. Sometimes both groups may be a combination of both groups may be your person. They may be genuine with a manipulative edge. Take this person as they come, right? So this and that are true. You could be dealing with a genuine person that has very manipulative tendencies. Just pay attention to what's going on around you, right? These cards are all about awareness, all about observation and just paying attention to what's going on around you. Okay, I feel like a lot of people could learn from that energy just in general. Just being more mindful of your surrounding, being more mindful of the people you allow in your space, right? Yeah, so I'm going to repeat it again. Watch and wait. Trust in the magic. This and that are true. Now, another spin that's coming through hot, real heavy. Those of you that are purely the second group where this person is not manipulative, like we all can be manipulative, but like that's not this person's nature. They just, they were a certain way in the past, they matured, or they made mistakes in the past that they've learned from. It means that, yes, they were that person at one point, but if you see the growth, if you recognize the growth, they were that person, but that doesn't mean that they have to still have those tendencies, right? So this and that are true. There's a past version of you, a present version of you, and who you're becoming, right? So that's the energies that are coming in for you, the messages from Spirit that you need. And also as you're reading these, I try to put them to where you can see them as well. Whatever messages kind of come at you as you see the cards, take that, trust your own intuition sometimes, okay? So that is all I have for you today, pile 3. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. So this is the end of the reading, but I felt called to take the same deck that I was pulling general messages from Spirit from And because it's called, sorry, I'm trying to grab the box so I can remember the name. It's the Spirit Animal Oracle. And there are 68 Oracle cards in this deck. It's really thick. If you see, like I've already pulled, like I've already done all 3 piles. I think I got maybe 3 cards each from each pile. So there's still tons of messages here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you more messages from Spirit because I feel called to from this deck. Maybe just 1 per crystal, but as you can see, I've laid out 3 more crystals. You just pick one of those 3 like we always do. 1, 2, 3 from left to right. I'm going to cut now, and each crystal will have its additional message. Okay, bonus pile 1. I feel like, and I am live shuffling these because it's just, honestly, I'm only pulling 1 card, so why wouldn't I? What I'm gonna do, well, what I wanted to say is I'm feeling like you're kind of having lots of struggles. You may be all over the place. You may feel like you're slipping because, I mean, I knocked everything over just now when I paused to move the other 2 crystals out of the way so that I could shuffle here. Like I knocked everything over. It all fell. And so I had to start over again. So that may be in the energy that you're in, feeling like everything's a mess, like everything's crumbling, but it's gonna be okay. We're gonna get you an additional message. Here we go. Moth Spirit, surrender now. Okay, so I mean, that's a key message. I knocked everything over and then boom. Okay, I'm not gonna move anything else because I'm afraid I'm gonna knock it over again. But I'm looking, I haven't taken a picture and everything. I actually have not filmed the intro yet. I just stopped after pile 3 and said, let me keep going. But I think you may have, even though this is pile 1 of the bonus, you may have been called to pile 3 of the initial main reading here because that crystal was just like out of the way. So, and it was actually rolling closer to the Moth Spirit card that you have now. So you may be seeing moths a lot. So the reason why I'm pointing out all of the chaos that's happening around me is because I want you to know that energetically I can pick up on all of the chaos that's happening around you. And I want this to be confirmation that I do understand, I do recognize, Spirit recognize, your spirit team recognizes. Right now, you're living in so much chaos because you're trying to control things too much. You can't control the world. You can't control the outcome. You can't control other people. You can only control yourself, your behaviors, the way you move. Okay, so the message is to surrender. I want to get a clarifier because we can, but the message right now that you're getting overall is to surrender, and that's why everything is a mess, because it's a call for you to let go the reins. Like it's like when you're driving and you lose control of the car, you're supposed to let go of the wheel, right? And kind of let it fix itself. And the card that just fell is, I do not, scarab beetle spirit. Okay, some type of beetle spirit. Magic works through you. So that also doubles down on that releasing resistance, right? Surrendering is releasing of resistance, and the magic works through you. Like you don't have to work against the things that are going on in your life, against the things you feel are happening, the things you perceive as happening to you. They're not happening to you. The universe is working with you, right? Even if you don't feel like it is right now, all of these shifts, all of these changes, all of this chaos is unfolding to position you where you're meant to go, where you're meant to be, making you who you're meant to be, right? Because again, the key to it all right now is to surrender and allow the magic to flow through you. I promise you, at the end of all this chaos, me knocking everything over, once it settles, you'll recognize that the whole time you were being moved exactly where you were meant to go. Okay, so that is all I have for you today. Bonus pile 1. Let's move on to pile 2. All right, bonus pile 2. We're going to, this few messages. I'm gonna live shuffle because it's not like I'm getting a ton of cards. We're just gonna get what we do. The aim is for one card, but we may get more. We'll just take the messages from Spirit as they come for you. And again, these are just messages that you may need right now. If you need just some type of support, some type of guidance, that's what we're aiming for. So let me go ahead and see what we get for you, pile 2. Bonus pile 2. And you don't have to pick based on the pile you picked originally. You could pick anyone. If you pick pile 1 and you pick a bonus pile 2, that is fine. You're supposed to take what calls you. So let's see. Okay, pile 2. Badger, Spirit, be fearless and bold. So whatever it is you're resisting, whatever it is you're holding back from, bonus pile 2, that's not necessary. You go get it. Okay, like you go get it. That's not something you need to be holding back from. There's no reason to be delaying it. Like whatever that is, go. Okay, I've gotten 2. You see, oh, okay, this is good luck. Okay, bonus pile 2, I see you. You got the owl spirit, you see clearly now. And then you have the bee spirit, sweet results await. Listen, you're in a period of good luck, bonus pile 2. Whatever it is you want, whatever it is you're working towards, it's happening. It's happening. You just need to be taking the lead and just do what it is that you feel called to do. Because again, with be fearless and bold being the initial card here, it's saying to move. Like that is a sure, clear message to move. The owl spirit shows that your wisdom is on point. You know exactly what it is you need to do. You know exactly how to go about it, right? You see clearly now. There's no confusion. You're not confused. You know exactly what it is you need to do and how to do it. So move based on that knowledge. Because again, with the third card, you have Bee Spirit, sweet results await. I mean, it's going to work out. It's going to work out better than you thought. So again, whatever it is you were thinking of when you needed these general messages, again, it's not related to the first part of the reading. I just felt like those of you picking this, selecting this video needed additional messages. Yeah, so I'm just going to read them again, just so you could have it. Be fearless and bold. You see clearly now. Sweet results await. So that is a very good, clear message for you, bonus pile 2. I'm going to move on to bonus pile 3. Okay, bonus pile 3, we're doing a live shuffle just because honestly this was super quick and unexpected. I didn't even shoot the intro yet. We're just rolling with it. We're gonna see what messages from Spirit you need, what kind of guidance and wisdom you need stowed upon you that may help you. We're gonna see what it is you need to hear. And again, like I said in pile 2, I think I forgot to say it in pile 1, you don't have to select based on the original piles because this is just the bonus section that has nothing to do with the free, with the first half of the reading. So, okay, pile 3, time to heal snake spirit. Okay, and that's the number 55, so may be relevant for you. Whatever it is that you haven't addressed. It's time to face it, just so that it doesn't continue to hold you back. That's a clear message. Could be betrayal because you have the same spirit. Something just threw itself out here. What is this? The vulture. Oh yeah, okay. All right, pile 3. I promise you it's gonna be okay. You don't have to be afraid to trust people. I promise you. However people treated you in the past, especially since you have the crystal you selected. I cannot remember the name of it, but it is an orange crystal related to the sacral chakra of emotional space and healing. So snakes and vultures all around you, huh? I want to say it could be a message to pay attention to those people you have around you. But the people that have been around you in the past. That time to heal, nothing is wasted, right? Those were lessons. Those were lessons on boundaries. Those were lessons on knowing how to trust the right people and knowing who you can trust, right? Because when snakes and vultures expose themselves, all you have left are the people that are genuine. right? Once those people intending to harm you have exposed themselves, all you have is the people that care. So instead of thinking about those that have wronged you, think about the people that have done right. Those the ones you can rely on, right? Just remember that, because I mean, snakes and vultures. And I don't like, I'm not like a big superstitious snakes are bad, vultures are bad person. I'm not. I don't think that way at all. I actually don't consider snakes a negative omen, not even vultures, but because they both came out and they're traditionally so, it makes me feel like you've had a hard time in the past with other people and being able to trust people and being taken advantage of. So the message here is that it is time to heal, and that those lessons you've learned from those experiences were just to help you set healthy boundaries, teach you how to go about trusting people, teaching you how to protect yourself, how to build yourself and not be overly reliant on other people anyway, because you do have to have some sort of independence within yourself. So I'm going to get one more message, just because snakes and vultures. Like, I say it like that because it's like, ooh, snakes and vultures. I promise it's going to be okay, pile 3. I promise it's going to be okay. Like, it's not even a question. Boom. Butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. What I said. So snakes and vultures, right? You went in the cocoon and you healed. You I don't want to say you healed from it, because there's still some healing that needs to be done, but you kind of went within. You reassessed your approach to the way that you deal with people, the information you share with people, how giving you are with people, the boundaries you didn't set with people, and you said, you know what, let me change the way that I am. And then you became the butterfly. And that's fine, but spirit wants you to be mindful that in that transformation to a butterfly, that beautiful transformation that you made, don't allow it to make you cold. You have to heal and still be able to maneuver through this life with a trusting spirit. Not overly trusting, not gullible, not green, but you don't want to be so closed off that you can't advance in life, that you can't establish relationships anymore, right? So I think that's all I'm going to give you. Bonus pile 3. Just take these messages. I'm going to read them one more time just so that you can have them. Time to heal. Nothing is wasted. Transformation is beautiful. Okay? So that's all I have for you. That's all I have for you today, bonus pile 3. Thank you for watching.